when we watch some of our lives. What's going on? Welcome to Video Chicken Live. It is Friday the 13th. Kristen, congratulations. You made it here. You told us you were going to be late, but here you are.
I know. I made up some time on the highway. I didn't go fast, but
Nice.
the traffic cleared up. The rain kind of stopped.
Nice.
So I'm here.
We did not plan this. I don't know how these
We
things
didn't
happen.
plan it last week either.
Nothing's planned. Today's all Q&A, so thank you for being here. Let's go ahead and get started.
Why isn't it working?
You just got to hit play. Here comes. It's time for Video Chicken. Don't hit the lights. What is wrong with you? To my left, co-host, chickenista, chicken expert, Kristen. Today is going to be an awesome show. Look at Goosebumps.
Yeah.
Coyotes are everywhere.
What's going on, Kristen?
Oh, I was just getting my chicken poop necklace on.
Can I get some? Someone's already pooped. Ingrid's like doing her job. Ask and you may receive. Ingrid is on it.
Don't blame it on me.
Oxygen is the solution to foul odors.
Oh, I just felt it on my back. It's warm and oh, God.
I knew I was going to have serious problems that, like, the coop remained that much better than the house forever.
The coop is beautiful, by the way. I'm not trying to plug your products by any means.
Please do.
Lipstick, give me a makeup kit. You know, I'll be nice and pretty for the crows.
Oh, so let's pull out another chicken. This is like a magic trick. Up to 1 o'clock already. Oh my God. We have a new Ingrid.
Memo. I missed the memo.
Know a lot of people who do raise rabbits alongside their chickens.
Why would you wait till the last minute to pull out your homework?
Have we met before?
Yeah, that's a good one with the cords and everything.
This falls right off, and he regrows a new one the following spring.
Calm down, Matt. Calm down.
Why?
This is a really interesting show.
Oh, it's, see?
Yeah.
My fault. I love it. Cindy, you just earned yourself a shirt. I love that.
Yes, Matt, you are right.
I had no idea what to expect when we opened up that box. And this is why we love what we do.
That's my goal, is to really bring people together through chickens.
The power of chickens.
So.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Video Chicken Live. My name is Matt. This
My
show
name is
is
Kristen.
brought to you by Carolina Coops. Thank you, Carolina Coops.
Thank you, Carolina Coops.
Hi, co-host, chicken expert Kristen. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
That's awesome. You showed up on time.
I know. I pull it out of my hat sometimes, you know.
That's very nice. Ingrid,
Hi.
glad you're feeling better. We almost didn't have Ingrid today. All right, we're gonna a little what do you call it when you come out with?
Confession?
We had a little confession. So Kristen and I had a little secret meeting last night. Like, okay, if we don't do it with Ingrid, what does that mean? But we got to do it with Ingrid and da. And then Kristen's like, well, why don't we just ask Ingrid if she'll be here? And of course, you are here. So thank you so much. I know you were not feeling well.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I can't miss our fans.
That's the important part here. So, and also we are streaming live on TikTok. I know you don't get to see the real show. You're like, wow, you guys really like green. No, that's the green screen. If you're watching on TikTok,
I do like green.
Do us a huge favor. Go over to, where do you go? Just Carolina Coops YouTube. I wish we could put a link on the TikTok one that can just click. But can you do what you did last time? Put a link. Did you get a new phone?
No.
Well, it just looks fancy. Would you just get a new case so people think you got a new
No.
phone? That would be a nice.
No, but look, it's got a little card holder.
Yeah, no, that's a new phone. Speaking of card holder, I tried something new. I don't know if you guys, I got to show you guys. But also, of course, I was messing with
Okay.
buttons. Let me know if it looks good. I had to change a quick streaming at the last minute and all that good stuff. So, TikTok Live, how you guys doing? Go watch us at YouTube or Facebook, Carolina Coops. Just do search Carolina Coops. You can even go to our website, right? Go to the upper right.
It's not live.
On there, but then click on the link.
What?
Isn't there a link on our upper right website that if they click on that right now, they'll bring them right to the YouTube live show?
I'll put it on
No.
there.
What?
That goes to our page where our library of video chickens are.
Gotcha. All right, someone's been messing with the audios. I think we got to turn Ingrid up. I might. Oh, speaking of a new audio person, breaking news.
Yeah?
I don't know if I told you guys. We got our. We got a new social media person starting Monday.
What?
Yes.
Ingrid and Kristen needed to be turned up just a little
They
bit.
definitely do. So bring the faders
Okay.
up. Bring the faders up
All
on
right.
channel 2 and 3. And I can tell that you guys are a little bit
Why
and if
don't
you guys
tell me?
please, perfect.
That's
Talking
much better.
I did tell you. You didn't get the memo?
I did not.
Oh, you sound so good. All right.
I sound good, but I'm out of the loop.
Not
as they
happy.
say.
I put it on
No.
Ring or in the marketing group text. I said, listen, I'm going to be interviewing a new social media person, technically for the second time. And if you guys have any questions or want to be in on it, and you guys never got back, thumbs down. Why a thumbs down? Who gives us a thumbs down? Explain yourself, please.
All right. I put the link on TikTok.
You haven't even said
checking in
anything
from
to
South
have
Florida.
to deserve a thumbs down yet.
I know. I haven't even got started. Yeah, what's wrong? Is the video
yeah,
bad?
I know what it is. It's this. It's this right here. This is a pre-packaged, free-range eggs, hard-boiled, ready to eat. The chicken people in your life and in the chicken community are disappointed you're buying eggs. That's what it is.
You might be right, but I doubt it. Whoever just gave us a thumbs up, give us an explanation.
I'm
why.
stretching.
What is this fly flying around?
I have nothing that says this.
Oh, are you still hung up on the whole we're interviewing and actually hired the new social media
I didn't
person?
bring the fly, by the way.
You said that basically that you asked if there were any questions to ask, and I never got that memo.
I did. Oh, absolutely. I sent it in the text messages or ring. Or we have, 20 different places we communicate now, and I am just so sick of it. I can't wait. I'm going to pull a page out of the playbook from Burt's Bees. Starts as multi-million. I'm sure they're in the billions now, Burt's Bees, and they're not paying us to plug it. I'm not saying that. But they're actually a higher up person for Burt's Bees was a customer of ours years ago, and he went out and lived in the woods. And I always thought that was odd.
Bert was.
Bert.
I'm right behind him.
Bert went right out into the woods, lived the most simple life. And I'm like, man, what in the world? I'm right with you, brother. Holy cow. All right, so today, Q&A. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. Some of our best shows are Q&A. If you're over on TikTok, I know, we're not huge fans of green. Go over to the YouTube, Carolina Coops, and you'll see the actual real show.
Yeah.
Are we streaming on Facebook? I don't see anybody.
I don't know.
Yes, you're live on Facebook.
Okay.
Awesome. Yeah, and of course, if you guys don't have any questions, do us a huge favor. Say hi. Let us know where you're watching from. And if you give a thumbs down, you better have a good explanation. But give us a thumbs up. We're here for you guys. Okay, so.
Someone's just messing with you.
Also, I want to share some more things that's going on. That is.
I have some things to share, too.
Okay, you go first.
Oh, they're in a box.
I was trying. Is that what I think it is? Don't say. Don't say. Understand, this is a show, and you got to build up suspense. Is that what I think it is? No, that doesn't sound like what I think it is. You should.
I want to know what you were more excited about.
Well, hold on now.
Yeah.
So do me a favor. Oh, no, I'm going to get yelled at for ADDD. Put the box up to the mic. Can people tell what it is?
Well, I'm sure that they can guess.
I could tell from here.
Oh, well, now there's a feather sticking out. Okay. So go ahead. What's your surprise here?
Well,
you got an Amazon package. Amazon delivers chickens now?
Look at that.
You have a broody hen with baby chicks.
No, that's a bantam. As you know, last week, Cracker
Can't
Muncher.
a hen be broody?
Yeah, but she's a young one. She's a pullet. Almost ready to lay. You can see by the color in her face. But Cracker Muncher, my usual go-to, is a molting. She's looking so sad. Her face is pale. She's got one tail feather. She might have just lost that. So I didn't want to stress her out and, highlight her rough time.
Yeah, when she doesn't look her best. She doesn't
And,
want to be on TV.
she needs all of her energy to molt. So these were hatched this year, and this one just happens to, she comes up to me. I come outside, and she runs to me.
Look at those legs.
I like her.
Yeah,
she's got,
a
steel.
Old English game Nankin, I believe.
Napkin?
Nankin.
Nankin. She's going to drink your coffee. What in the world?
But she is so sweet. I've never had a chicken, run up to me.
I used to.
Really?
Do you remember when we bought 500 black and white chickens and there's that one barred rock coaching rooster?
Yeah.
Is that even a breed? It was a barred rock, but it was coaching. That's not the breed.
And then this is her friend. Just is not quite. She's a little more shy.
Oh my God, they're so pretty.
But she ran up to me this morning, probably because it was raining, and so I thought, well, let's see if we can do any training or highlight the training process.
Yeah, interesting. So this is where they take a dump. As soon as you pull them out of the box, you're like, oh, thank God.
Oh, this one usually has a better hairdo. Let's see if I can.
Wait, no, that I think is even worse. Oh God, we're gonna you need some mousse?
Yeah, there we go.
Oh my gosh.
There we are. We got questions coming
Yes.
in.
All right, guys. So Q&A today. It's been a while since we
hungry.
just went back to doing what I want for this show, and that is to answer your guys' questions, help you guys, and of course everyone that watches it after it's live. We are live right now. We are literally sitting in Creedmoor, North Carolina. Hurricane's coming. Hurricane Florence.
Oh, is that why it's raining so much?
Yes, isn't it Hurricane Florence?
No, it's Francine.
Or Francine. That's what I meant.
Whoa.
I was like, we got a super fan, Francine.
That's right.
Okay, so Q&A today. Again, if you're watching over on TikTok, go to our channel on Facebook or YouTube, and you'll see the real show. And you can also chime in with your comments, because I see people are commenting.
Yes.
I can't read it from here. Now, may I now?
Yeah.
Okay, because I need
your show.
I need. You sure? Sometimes I wonder. I need to make something public, because once I make it public, it becomes real, and it really means I'm going to do it. Like I talked about the garden, and we've changed some things, but that's going to be coming up soon. We got a new social media guy starting Monday, so hopefully we're going to be back hammering out social media. There has been something on my bucket list, probably my entire life. Now I think about this, and I don't know why this is on my bucket list, but it is, and it's time for me to do it. Do you have a guess? You and I have talked about it a little bit. Nan's got to be going, oh, God, what in the world is he going to say now? Because I don't think I've talked to Nan about it, because I don't want to freak her out.
Now what?
I want to write my book. It's time. It's time to write a book. And here's what's interesting.
I hope you have enough time.
I can't stand reading. I hate reading. I despise reading. It's because of my visual snow, to be fair. I actually keep a blue transparency sheet around here when I'm forced to read. I've been just thinking a lot lately. I don't know what is going on with me. And
Are you sleeping?
no.
You
That's
think a
probably
lot
what
when
it
you're
is.
laying.
God, and a business owner never sleeps.
Yeah.
So here's something that came to me. I'm thinking about the things in the book, and I need to just take Dahlia's advice, because I asked her, said, how do you start writing a book? She goes, you just start. I'm like, okay, makes sense. This whole thing, here's an example that I really want to put in the book. And I'm not really good with my words, so of course I'm going to cheat and use AI. I am fascinated with the why. I don't want to just write a book and be like, and I want to call it The Art of Chicken Coop Building or Art of the Chicken Coop, but I want to explain why. And that's my favorite part about talking, especially when we get into personal conversations, and I think people don't take the time to listen or whatever. Let's take the debate about, do you use sand or do you use soil in your run? And it's fascinating how people have two different opinions. And of course, I'm a very, if it works for you, use it. But I really want to explain why we feel using soil, the forest floor in your run, is so important. And like something came to my mind that I think is a message that will help people to understand how important it is, why we want to use soil, not sand. Okay?
Yeah.
Or maybe this is just my twist. Okay. Everything comes from the soil, literally, or water. Okay. And I'm not a scientist or chemist, but maybe help me with this. You're going to see where I'm going with it. In order to grow a seed, you put it in the soil, right? And it grows. All right. When the chickens eat, it comes from the soil, not the sand. And we all grow from soil, period.
And we go back to the soil.
And we go back to the soil, not sand. And I really want in my book I want that to be the backbone of why I love what we do. Not just build chicken coops, why I want people to get back outside and they got to get dirty. There's so many benefits. And one of the analogies is, or not analogy, when's the last time we gotten sick and we said, eat some chicken noodle soup? Mm-hmm. You don't hear about that anymore. And I never knew as a kid. That's probably when it stopped. Like, oh, eat chicken noodle soup. I'm like, what's so great about chicken meat? But because of them scratching at the soil, eating things from the soil, that's what makes their meat, I'm going to call it, and correct me where I'm wrong, the natural vaccine, if you will, the natural antibiotic. That's what will help you heal. Think about that. Really take some time to think about that. And that's how I really just want to start my book. And just the importance of understanding why you're doing what you do in this case, and we're going to get into chicken coop building and how important it is the chickens can be.
Well, it sets the background.
That's the background. Is that what's called in book?
I don't know. It sets the stage.
Perfect. Yeah. And then, of course, I want to tell the story about how this whole thing started for me with chickens. So I really need to start this book, and I don't know where to start other than just, you got to sit down and write.
Yep.
You do?
That's how writing works.
I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to talk into my phone and just keep recording, especially when I'm by myself and I'm thinking. That's where I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to get this down on paper, but I don't like writing either. So I need to start that. So I want to have a goal that I have something ready for publishing within the next year. Is that too short?
That's reasonable, I think.
That's reasonable.
That's
You're gonna have to take
ambitious.
Yeah, you're gonna have to put some time into it. But
So interesting. So I'm going to start that, and I think it'll be extremely helpful. And then I thought maybe, too, it'd be fun to kind of tell a little bit of the story about how the business started. Anyways, okay, so moving on. If we got some questions,
Yes.
Ingrid, I am ready for you. Hit that thumbs up button. Again, if you're watching over on TikTok, yes, go to our real show, and you get to see why the screen is green behind us.
So Joan and C asked, why do the hens go out in the rain?
they don't
Okay.
seem to mind the rain.
Hold on. Correct. Everyone will tell you chickens hate the rain and that they will go running into the chicken coop when it's raining. I've never seen it. I swear they love it. And once again, what do you see?
They're sopping wet
Yeah.
today. Well, there were some hanging out in the coop, but some were hanging out in the pouring rain.
So it might be personal preference for the chickens.
These guys weren't, though. Do you see how dry they are?
I do. So are these both hens? They both look
Yeah.
henny.
Yeah.
And the legs on this one is incredible. They're like a gray
Yeah, you
steel.
appreciate some fine chicken legs,
Oh,
don't you?
yeah, I guess I do. And chicken wings sound good too.
So they don't really mind the rain. It's just, I guess people think because they're not like ducks and their feathers aren't water resistant that they shouldn't be, in
Yeah.
the rain, but they seem to go out anyway.
Yeah, my opinion is if they want to be out in the rain, let them be out in the rain. I know some people go out and chase their chickens or throw them in their coop. Like, oh, don't be out in the rain. What?
But what if it's cold? Let's say it's cold and it's a cold
Wouldn't
rain.
Well, I would go out there and throw them in if there was a hurricane coming, or if I know that there's a storm coming and they should take cover. And maybe they don't know; they think this is just an ordinary rain or whatever.
Maybe
Right.
they want to be out in the hurricane, like
But-
a hurricane party, a chicken hurricane party.
No. But what if it is cold? What if it's in the winter time and you get like a rainstorm and then they're going to go to bed
Yeah.
all wet and it's going to be really cold?
Man, I guess I'm a horrible chicken owner. If go into their coop.
But if I was out of town and I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, like if I weren't there to manage them or to encourage them to go in, I'd say, well, they'll go in.
Yeah.
It's not worth calling a neighbor over or making somebody else go.
Right.
do
So
it.
speaking of your chickens, how's your coop coming?
It's coming. It is. I am
Go ahead and say it.
disappointed in myself.
Oh, no, that's not what I thought you were going to say.
No, it is.
It's a lot of work.
It is. It is a lot of work. And I should be farther along than I am.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
So don't
Yeah.
don't beat yourself up too much.
I guess I've been a little discouraged too.
You got to fight through it.
Yeah.
Got to fight through it.
But it is coming along.
Yeah, go ahead, Ingrid. Move the show along. Don't be scared. All right, Raptor 22. We have a young Easter egger that wants to lay in the run instead of the nest box. How do you fix that? Well, great question. One, I guess my first question would be, we always tell people what chickens want, where they want to lay their egg, right?
Right.
What is that?
What is the nesting material that they're using?
What does a chicken want? Where do we start? What does a chicken look for when they want to pick out a
safe, dark place?
Exactly. Okay, why?
And so, because that's their nature. That's their instinct. They want to protect their eggs. They want to lay them, hide them, and move on.
That's right. So a predator can't get to them.
Right.
So keep that in mind. All right. So I'll give you guys an example because we've had this happen with our coops, and it's not necessarily because of the egg hutch or the coop, but sometimes it could be a situation where they're maybe getting bullied and picked out of there. Maybe there's not enough nesting box space.
Or they're young and
Still
maybe,
learning?
Yeah, maybe this time of year I have a lot of my spring chickens just starting to lay, and it's like an Easter egg hunt. I've got some laying in a pot over here with a plant in it. I've got some laying in the corner under a wood pile. I've got some laying on the deck under the vines. So I think I think
That's a lot for 5 chickens.
What in
Oh,
the
it
world?
is. It
Okay,
is,
so
isn't
to
it?
answer your question, I want, again, I love the why. What are they looking for? Make sure your situation,
I would-
make sure you're encouraging their instincts. Now, I want to give some examples. We've actually talked about making thinking about, or at least I am. I liked when customers of ours have actually painted the entire inside of their egg hutch black.
Oh.
That makes sense. I love, and I want to start offering this as another add-on. Why don't wouldn't it be awesome to offer like curtains? People swear by them. to make it a little bit more secluded. More, they just kind of go through like these freezer door strip style curtains.
Well, I would start with 2 very basic questions, and that's what is your nesting material and how many nest boxes do you have for the number of chickens?
Okay, so let's talk about that real quick. What type of nesting material do we love?
I love hay. Any
Why?
sort of dried, tall grass. You can even let a corner of your yard grow nice and tall and harvest that grass. I mean, if you want to do it completely
over by the soldier fly larva.
Well, yeah, whatever works for you.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I was at a stoplight yesterday, and I turned. I looked to my left, and there was a bunch of tall grass. That was perfect for a nesting box, and I almost jumped out and got it.
Interesting. Okay, so grass versus.
I mean, it was like almost as tall as me.
So
but
grassy material.
That's what they like. That's what they do like, and we prefer not to use straw because it's hollow. It can have bacteria or mold inside the. Not really bacteria. We won't care about that. But some mold.
More potential areas to grow mold. More hidden spots for
hollow.
mites. It's hollow. It can get into their crop because they're like, "Ooh, I'm going to eat my
You
bed."
can use it, but hay is better, which is really just
because that's what they would do more naturally.
Right, and they do like it.
All right, and then number of nest boxes. This is another good one that we need to talk about because people get it wrong all the time in a opposite direction, if you will. Like, for example, before you say it, a lot of people build their coops too small, but they have so many nest boxes.
Right.
How many hens per nest box would you recommend?
It's 1 nest box for every 4 to 6 hens. And I like to use the analogy of bathrooms in your house. You don't need a bathroom for every person that's living in your house. You don't need a nest box for every hen living in that coop because they don't use it at the same time. So when you're building a house, you want a bed for every person because people tend to sleep at the same time. So that's the roost bar. You want roost bar space for every hen in the chicken coop. And then the nest box, you need fewer because it's like the bathroom in a house. You don't need a bathroom for every single person. Yes,
you don't?
It's nice.
Wait, I'm so confused.
It is nice, but we don't need a bathroom for every person.
Oh.
So
okay.
what can he do to deter the chicken from laying in the run?
Well, and if those line up, if you've got the right nesting material, if you've got enough nesting boxes, I would say it's probably a young one that maybe had a surprise egg.
It's kind of like a baby then, just taking a dump wherever they want.
Exactly.
You got to potty train them.
Exactly.
Okay, I can dig
I
that.
would definitely remove the eggs. Don't let her continue laying there. And then what I do is I just get a feed bag after I've dumped all their feed in, crumple it up a little bit and put it in the place where they're laying their eggs. So then there's this like big, crunchy, crackly object in their way.
An egg-laying repelling device.
Yeah, they really don't like it. So I'll just shove that there until...
Okay, all right. I'm sorry, folks. The chicken took a dump. It
You've
stinks.
got the paper towels next to you. So I would do that. Put something in the place of her spot because now it's starting...
Oh, come on. That's...
Now it's getting to be a habit that she's laid eggs there a few times in a row. So that'll naturally make her move on.
You don't miss a beat.
Well... The people in the podcast can't smell that. Okay, here. My arm isn't long enough. Get that. So anyhow, yes. So make her look for a new spot, and hopefully she will go back to the nest box.
Oh, why? That doesn't smell right. Okay. Oh.
Actually, it smells pretty good.
Oh, what? Oh, my gosh, Kristen Warren.
All right, another question.
Yes,
Moving
keep
on.
them coming in. I hope you guys are all doing well. Happy Friday
That
the
was
13th,
well
September
formed.
13th, 2024. We are live right now. Please put your questions in the comment section. If you don't have a question, do us a huge favor. Hit that thumbs up button. If you hit the thumbs down button, it looks like someone flipped their mind. Maybe they hit the thumbs down button on accident.
Oh, that
Yeah.
was
I
nice.
love the heart button. Hit the hearts. Let's see what it does. If you're watching over on TikTok, go to our YouTube channel so you can see the real show.
Yeah, Matt's very sensitive. Hit the heart.
That smells so bad. My nose is sensitive right now.
So, question. I have a wild turkey that hangs out outside my chickens' large contained covered run. Okay. Can he give them diseases? He eats a dropped bird seed at the bottom of the wild bird feeders. So is it a problem if a wild turkey's hanging out?
I wouldn't sweat it too much. I bet those wild turkeys are pretty darn healthy.
I bet you they're healthier than some of
Yeah.
your, yeah.
Yeah.
So
So that wasn't a very fancy answer, but
we've
I wouldn't
known
worry
from
about it.
other shows that waterfowl are the ones that you might be more concerned with, but a wild turkey, I wouldn't be concerned.
Migratory birds, things like that, maybe a little bit more concern. Jojo Jones, question. Oh, also, if you do have a question, great job, Jojo. Put question in there. It helps us see the questions. Oh, hold on. Time out. I forgot I have a contest for today.
Woo!
I have a contest for today. Okay. Someone in the office, this is going to be hard. Not the question. Showing you guys the question. Can someone please bring me in the ladder? If I have to explain this, then we are not communicating enough with the shop. If you people in the office don't understand the ladder that's out on the floor, please get out there. We need to get crossing lanes more. And
everybody out in the shop is at lunch, and I don't even.
You can't miss it. If someone, we need to bring in the ladder. Nan, you can do it.
Where is it?
You go to customs. You can't miss it. Once you see it, you're going to be like, you got to be kidding me. And how in the world are you going to bring it in here? So Nan is going to bring in a ladder. I want to have a contest. Whoever comes closest first, without going over, am I a third? No. Whoever comes closest first, you can win a free shirt.
Closest.
Can we say you can put the cost of a shirt towards a bale of hemp?
Yeah, you can just whatever you want. I don't care.
That would be interesting.
So listen, I want to know if people can guess how long this ladder is. Long point to long point. Leave it alone.
What?
Well, because you're gonna be like, what's long point to long point? No, let's see.
I understand.
But sometimes you're too nice. Sometimes, and I'm the opposite. Long point to long point. We're gonna bring in this ladder, and a video is going to be coming out soon explaining why this ladder has happened, and I cannot emphasize enough. If you're watching this video right now, thank you. If you're thinking about buying a chicken coop and you call us, please listen to what our sales team says. Don't assume. Ethan and Greg are out doing a coop right now, and the customer decided to change their foundation without telling us.
Uh-oh.
So, who can guess how long this ladder is, long point to long point? So it's going to come in here soon. Okay, moving on. My chickens seem bored and good ideas of things I can buy or give them to keep them busy besides all the extra treats, food. Oh, I don't know. No, so
a watermelon is good. That keeps them busy.
Hanging cabbage.
Yeah. Yeah. Throwing scratch in if they've got to look for it.
The other thing I find too is I take like tree stumps and branches, like put them in the run just so they have different heights to get up on, just to make things interesting.
Yeah, make use of that vertical space.
Mm-hmm.
Really good dust bath. Make sure they, one of my favorites, and I know this isn't, you're going to say besides all the extra treats. Oh my God. Okay, can we be done? They stink, Kristen. It's making me nauseous.
Okay, well, I can't reach them. Let's get them back over here.
Oh my God, can we turn the fan on? Is the air on out there?
It's okay. It'll go away in a minute.
You are nose blind to this. Oh,
I'm just in denial.
So here comes the ladder. It might take two people. I don't know how we're going to do this. Well, I got an explanation. All right, be careful you don't hit anything. I don't know how to do this. Folks, if you can guess how long this ladder is, whoever comes closest, long point to long point. We're going to give it a try here real quick. Be careful. This is going to go. So watch the camera up in the ceiling. I don't know how we're going to do this. This is also on our Instagram. Watch your head. Okay.
All right.
Wow, and this is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see if we can do it. I know you guys probably can't hear me very well. Here is. Gosh, I can barely even fit it in the studio. Okay. That smells. Okay, so there's.
Why are you wet?
Oh, who knows with her. All right, hopefully you guys can hear me. Here's the ladder. Nan, help me out. Here's the. Look at this thing. Look at this thing.
Still going.
All right. Ow, 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 ow.
Splinter?
Yeah, on the side there. Okay. Here's the ladder. There's a reason why it is so big. Okay?
Wow.
Long point to long point. How long is this ladder? Don't overthink it.
Throw out a number. Do you want inches?
I want Okay, here we go. Here you go, Nan. Oh, this is how much does it weigh? You know what? Go weigh this. We're gonna give away 2 shirts today. How much does it weigh? Go weigh that. Nan's a beast. She can. It's just incredible.
She's very strong.
Incredible how strong she is.
Hold on, Temps. No, don't lock me in here.
Oh, when we got visitors. Hi, visitors. That smells so bad. See, thank you, Nan. All right, and we got visitors. All right, so guys, long point to long point. Who can come closest? And then they're gonna go weigh it. That was a heavy ladder. Nan makes it look easy. Hi. Welcome to Carolina Coops. All right, so, and how much does it weigh?
That was really long. I wanted to count the rungs, but I didn't get to.
Okay. What I wanted to answer to JoJo, poor JoJo's like, can you guys please just answer my question? I'll never forget in Boston, Massachusetts, years ago when we were first doing chicken coops, she used one of those, I can't have the cat in here. She's insane.
I tried to get her out.
Uh-huh. Oh my gosh. Okay. The customer, not the cat, the customer, Boston, Massachusetts. You ever seen those Christmas Coke bottles?
Not since then.
You remember this, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's going so long ago. They were the round ones.
Yeah.
And I think this will work with any plastic bottle, but the round one was perfect because it just rolled so easily. She filled it with chicken treats, but she poked holes in it.
Yeah.
So they had to kick it around to get the treat to come out. So instead of just throwing treats, but maybe make them work for it. There's nothing wrong with it. You're actually helping them. So hopefully that helps.
They do sell these like little balls.
You got to be kidding me. Someone stole the idea?
Yeah, I actually had one, but then they they just played with it and then they buried it, and I found it like 3 years later.
Things do get buried.
Shocker. Shocker. All right, awesome. Keep the questions coming in. And don't forget, long point to long point. And then how much do you think that ladder weighs? Start guessing. And if you are just joining us, we are live September 13th, Friday the 13th, 2024. Woo. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section.
Yeah, and another thing is maybe not an easy feeder, but a feeder where they have to step on it or peck something and it releases feed. I've seen some of these. There's like a coil that you hang on a bucket and you have to peck it. They have to peck it and it releases.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, it releases feed.
Interesting.
So something like that might be an idea as well.
Sparky Prep is asking, one of hens has recently turned into an egg cannibal.
Oh, that is the worst news.
How do I break this habit? I'm going to let you take this one. Go ahead and play the drama music.
Oh, so sad. So, well, it's very difficult. And it is... Oh, that just even made it worse. I don't know if I can recover.
Got to do it.
Yes. Well, it is a very serious issue and it's contagious. So if you can find out who it is, it would be best to isolate that chicken so it doesn't spread. Because once the other chickens see what's inside of these eggs, they're all going to come and eat what's in it.
How do you figure out which one's the egg eater?
Well... one easy way is who has yolk on your beak.
That's what's kind of funny.
Yeah. I mean, I've identified them that way, but I've also set up some cameras, like a trail cam or one of those just like wireless cameras in there.
And define, what do you mean contagious? Like a disease? It's airborne?
No, just the other ones think that's a great idea.
It's like when one goes broody, another goes broody type of thing.
Yeah.
So I've had my older hen lay like a softer shell, and then other hens sit on it and it breaks. And then they all run around and eat it.
Yeah.
So I've had my hens eat broken eggs. One dropped during the night, and they all jumped down and ate the yolk and the shells. I have it, but it hasn't become a habit for any of them to do that.
So, but how do we break this? We've explained it.
Well, you take away the eggs as soon as you can, of course.
Is a rollout nest box a good solution?
It can be.
We need to get a shorter buzzer, but this one deserves a long buzzer. We actually just recently had a customer that, and I appreciate this, they had us come out and change out their rollout nest box. And we tried telling them, you don't want it, but at the end of the day, we'll do what you want. We do everything to explain why you don't want a rollout nest box. And I kind of went along with it a little bit, going, okay, if you're not going to be able to get to the eggs every day and you're worried about, you want to use the rollout nest box as a way to prevent egg eaters, that could work. Chickens just don't want to lay on carpet.
No. That's I was hesitant to say that, but I've had people say that they've put fake eggs in there, and if they peck on the fake eggs, they don't get anything, and they may give up.
Yep, wooden eggs.
Something like that, collecting the eggs.
Joan NC says yes.
You're
with
trying
the
to
book.
break the habit, and if you can't break the habit, you need to get rid of the chicken.
Wouldn't it be fun to do like a book signing? And because I think there's still a lot of because books are going to be a thing of the past. Well, until the major EMP, then they're all going to come back, and we're going to be using pigeons for
I
communication.
love the library. Stop talking like that.
Well, I
I'm
know,
a nerd.
but,
Okay, I like it.
So, all right, can I please have someone come in and get the cat? Now she's scratching away at the screen. Okay, moving on. Hopefully the new social media guy is cool. Oh, okay, yeah. So Monday we have a new social media person. You're gonna love him, and I'm gonna explain why.
You said that every time.
Yeah. What's
Just
his
FYI.
name?
Jimmy.
How nice.
Yes. I don't think we're gonna lose Jimmy.
picture.
We've lost. Christopher was great, but it wasn't his. It wasn't what he really wants to do. So I
Does this
didn't
guy
want.
know about chickens? At all?
I forgot to ask that.
Right.
Yes, I think he has chickens. He's a woodworker. He is. He has his own business, which is how I actually met him, making flags, and he has a degree in like marketing and photography and all this stuff. So it's gonna be interesting. So what was the point of that? Yes, Ethan. I hope you like him.
Jen says, side note, looking good, Matt. Keep up the good work.
Oh.
I thought you would like that.
Thank you. The pounds are just melting away. I tell now, she's like, aren't you hungry? I'm like, I am. That's the feeling of fat just melting away. This is nice. I can breathe better. I'm a little worried when we go to Italy. We're going to be going to Italy very soon. Don't adjust your screens. That's just a kitten tail flipping around. Can someone please come in and grab murder? Okay, but thank you. So when we go to Italy, am I going to gain weight? Like, 'cause I'm not going to not eat pasta and pizza like a pig.
Well, I mean, people don't really have so many problems in Europe with a lot of...
Yeah, it could be better food.
Interesting. Moving on.
Oh, Francine's here.
Hi, Francine.
Hurricane Francine's here.
Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Kelly, can you grab murder? Can you grab murder and hand her to Kelly? That way she don't got to come through. I don't want to tip over the lights. Oh, and again, if you're watching on TikTok, go to our YouTube channel so you can see the real show. Perfect. Yeah, she loves Kelly. Also, I'm not sure if we got the weight in. If you didn't catch earlier, how long is that ladder? Long point to long point. Whoever comes closest without going over, and you get one guess. And then you asked a question. Do you want it in
Inches?
That's part of the test. What do you think? I'm going to want it. No, I'm going to want it in millimeters. No. It's just, yeah. Anyways, okay. I know it's not a lot unless we're, people are probably answering way down low. We're not getting through the.
Yeah, I'm just trying to scroll.
Well, go slow. So, East Stormy, I hope you're doing well. She got her bun coop, and of course, some things got missed or whatever, so we had to get parts out to her as soon as possible. I hope it's going well. Can't wait for when you get it finished. Your bunnies are going to absolutely love it. Jennifer Storm says, I made curtains and only put curtains over some. My girls only laid in boxes with curtains. Now they all have curtains. Bring that comment in. I'm not making this up. All right, that's it. We're going to make Carolina Coops curtains.
All right.
Yes.
Joan says 8 hens, 1 nest box. The other 2 boxes, I guess, are for decoration.
Yeah, that's what I have. I have them in one nest box.
Yeah, so, I mean, again, folks, this is why I love this show, because now you're hearing it from people that actually do it, not just us trying to persuade you in any way, but it just makes sense. And another spot where a curtain came in handy is, when you got younger hens with older hens and you split the hen house in half with a curtain, somehow that actually helps.
Yeah, that's what I did. I've removed it now, but I had it up for a long time.
You can talk about the moth product. What is that? Is that a spammy thingy?
I don't know.
Why you gotta read those ones, Matt? I don't know.
Yeah, why do you?
Why don't you Ooh, Kathleen Cudd, bring that in.
Mike Trapp says, is that the corporate ladder? I think so, Mike.
That's funny. Kathleen Cudd, why don't you recommend vinyl flooring in the coop? I believe you guys covered this in the past, but I missed the answer. Love you guys. Well, Kathleen, thank you so much for being here and asking such a very important question, because this is a pet peeve of mine. Finishing setting up phone. Okay, can you hit okay on that? I'm not sure what happened. But Ingrid can get it. No, you have to be on a show, Kristen.
Oh,
Well, she was closer, and I can't see it. So.
Oh no! What did you do? All right, now here we go. There we go. There we're back on. Okay. Here's the deal, and I learned this from being an exterminator. And I can't say this enough.
Oh, Matt was an exterminator.
Layers are bad. You don't want to build something where you have so many layers for things to hide.
You've even eliminated a layer in your chicken coops.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah. I remember when we started, we used to use FRP, but we glued it. That was a mess with contact cement.
But now you don't have the HDPE.
We have no layers.
On top of plywood.
Well, those were the high density inserts.
Yeah.
We did away with that real quick.
Now it's all one material to the roof, which is really nice.
Yes. For the most part, I mean, yeah, you're going to have a little layer between the framing and the siding, yes.
Right.
But listen, you get the idea. Here's the other thing about vinyl. It is not waterproof like people think. It's actually very porous. And I have seen
know that.
I've seen so many times that when we've gone and replaced coops and we had to remove their old coop and they had the vinyl flooring underneath it, the amount of mold that's underneath that layer, like I can open up and smell it immediately.
Wow.
And it's a perfect harbor area for things that may or may not hurt your chickens, but I don't like layers because I know where things like to hide.
Like scorpions.
Yeah. And you actually, people put that in there thinking they need to clean it out completely and spray it down, make it completely sanitary, but you don't need to do that. You don't ever need to do that. Okay, maybe.
Right. What you want to
but
focus on is having the best diaper. In this case, is our industrial hemp bedding.
Right. It's more about the dry material than the substrate.
Well, the dry material is the substrate, right?
I mean, or what's underneath that.
Or, well, the construction part of your coop, yes.
Yeah.
A mirror. Oh, a mirror is a good way, I think, to keep chickens occupied, right? I do see them. And xylophones, does that really work?
No, I have a mirror.
Neither one.
Well, when they were little, they look in the mirror, but the xylophone they never touched.
Gotcha. All right, so 12:40. God, it's 12:42 already. September 13th, Friday the 13th.
We have one guess.
Okay, good. Thank you. Yeah. So long point to long point. How long is that ladder?
2 guesses.
And of course, I want it whoever gets closest. So if you've been watching this show,
3 guesses.
You can only imagine what's going on here. I need a fan behind Matt to keep Matt upwind from all the chicken poop. That's not a bad idea. I'll probably be nosy. Matt's face when he smells chicken poop. I guess he wasn't much of a baby. No, I wasn't, but I did it whenever Nan needed help, of course.
All right,
okay, yay. People are bringing in the guesses. Thank you so much. I am looking for the exact, or I guess whoever comes closest.
Without going over.
Without going over. And how many pounds is it? So you have a chance to win twice. I think we just had some guests come in, so Nan is out there talking to them. Can someone please make sure they weigh that ladder? And I want to know exactly the poundage. Do it. No, it's going to be too big for that scale. You're going to have to do it on the pallet wrapper. Anyways, moving on. Of course, today's Q&A. If you have any questions, today is the day to ask away. We're going to do everything we can to answer all your questions. Okay, there's the weight. You'd get the wrong answer, Kristen. I don't know. Yeah, that thing was heavy. I'm not sure if that's giving it away.
And I think it would be fun if people want to say, well, no, we should do that another time. We don't want 2 different answers. What are you doing?
Ben's good.
Yeah,
I'm back. You
really
can unpause the video now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he asked if he could pause because he had to go.
It is the nasty chicken doing it today as the egg turns. Yeah, so we also need to start the as the egg turns.
Now, I don't know if people saw our last week's show, but we've got some great feedback on that. That was the
Wait, which part?
Just the interview we did with the woman, Mary, who fought her HOA, and right now it is a win.
How much have we raised so far?
It's about $1,500.
Nice. I need to also contribute. I haven't contributed yet. However, I don't know if I can say it. I am working on making it so everyone in this country, if not globally, is going to be aware of this story, and they like it.
Oh, that'd be awesome. That would be really good.
Yeah,
also,
they really like it.
She said that the president of Legal Impact for Chickens liked the show and was very impressed.
Wait, what? Who is that? Who is legal?
I sent that to you right before the show.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you have it on your phone.
Wait, there is a
I know, so we'll have to look into that.
Legal impact for chickens. President, legal impact for chickens. Is it a lawyer, I'm assuming, or I don't know. Okay, well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So that was a great show. She did such a good job explaining everything and a very interesting story and what she's doing to help make it so everyone can have chickens. I just absolutely love. So keep bringing in your answers. How long is that ladder and how many pounds? It would be a good idea to keep books and get important books for when the internet goes down one day. Totally agree.
I have a box of books for that reason.
Do people think the internet will never go down?
I just have
Is this where we go down the rabbit hole? Is there a good rabbit hole for us to go down with Ingrid?
I just don't know why people don't have books. Every time I go to a thrift store, that's what I do. I grab books.
What are we guessing? We missed the question. How long that ladder is? Long point to long point.
It was an extra long ladder.
And how much does it weigh?
Tell me about this foundation.
How many social?
Why is it
I will
so
get
long?
to it. Well, so what do you think? That's going to give it away?
No,
it could. It could. I thought about giving the clues. Mike Trapp wants to know
They're
how
in
many
the
social
mountains.
media.
They're not even in a flood zone.
How many social media people have you had this year? Seems like at least 3 so far. Yeah. Have we ever gone public about who I call the devil's daughter? Have I ever shared that story with everyone?
Was she social media? I thought she was.
I don't care anymore.
Like an executive
don't care anymore. I'm
assistant.
so tired of caring so much. Did we ever share that story with everyone?
I don't know.
Notice the silence.
No,
We never
I don't
did.
think so. I don't think it's appropriate.
Really? Now I really want to share.
You can ask HR.
People would not believe the things that take place. So there's what you see on our YouTube channel. There's what you see on the website. And then we'll peel back a layer here with Video Chicken. And then there's another layer. And our first social media person, I would say, that we hired for social media and other things, the devil's daughter.
I don't think she was hired for social media at all.
She was. It was a mixture of things. What? Blah, 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 blah. I mean, can you imagine going to work and the next thing you know, you're not only drugged once, you're drugged twice? That kind of level, folks. Yeah. Never shared that whole story. Yeah, you guys don't want to touch it.
It would have been a lot better if I was expecting it.
Drugged non. Twice. So that was our first social media person. So she is not around anymore. And then our second one, James, lost him to Alabama. He just couldn't handle
had
it.
too much fun.
Yeah, you got to be careful with Alabama. If you're ever wanting to go on vacation somewhere that's really, really sweet, southern Alabama. You would never think that. I promise you, a great place, especially if you're younger. Yep, James never came back. We lost him one night, never yet to be seen again. And then Christopher. Christopher was great, but he definitely, his specialty is long format videos, filming and editing long format videos. I hope he is successful. He's going to continue doing his own style for himself and all the support for him. It was great working with him. But again, I appreciate, he said,
I think he wanted to help small businesses.
Mm-hmm.
Like more of a consulting type manner.
Exactly. So this will be our fourth person. So the fourth one's the charm, they say.
Is that the saying? Doesn't sound familiar.
Or we'll keep trying.
What's Bridget? There's a big one there. I want to thank you all for all that you do. My son watched a video of someone building a coop. He didn't wrap the roost bar. My son said, "Hey, you're supposed to wrap the roost bar. It's good for their feet." Oh, that's pretty cool. That's
nice.
awesome. I love that. Scott has a question.
All right. I'm trying to get through because all these
I know
answers. I just got how much it weighs. So.
Okay. I want to guess. Okay. Before, make sure you don't let me forget. I want to guess. And I know I probably have an unfair advantage because I was picking it up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I got to think about that. Scott asks, question, I have 12-foot roost bar space, same height, and 4 hens, but they only use 2 foot and cram into one spot. Thank you. Yeah. The poop is piling up. No smell yet, but is there a way I can encourage them to spread out?
They don't.
It gets hard to read down in this section.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so you got 12 foot of roosting bar space. So maybe you got 2 6-foot roost bars. Maybe you got 3 4-foot roost bars, but you got 12 foot of roosting bar space, which we like because I like a king size bed. You want 1 foot per hen. Industry standard is
8 inches.
There's where you're supposed to go. Who makes this industry standard?
There's
Are you
a picture,
done with that one now?
No, there's a picture I go to every time, and I'm going to have to share it at some point.
Interesting.
It's the chicken run.
So 12 foot
committee.
of roosting bar space. So we're talking a huge bed for 4 hens. And here's the other thing. This is always going to happen, but they only use 2 foot. So what is that? So you got 24 inches divided by 4. Is that 6? 6 inches.
Yeah,
Am I doing my math?
They like some of mine, like
They
they're
want to cram
squished
up.
together.
Yeah, that is
Even
true.
in the heat, they'll squish together.
The poop is piling up. 50% of their defecation is going to be at night. So you're going to see those piles in your hen house for sure. No smell yet, but is there a way I can encourage them to spread out?
I don't think so.
No.
I mean,
And I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't
mess with
do
it.
anything. I mean, you could go out there every night and try to separate them, but after you go back to bed, they're probably going to scooch back together.
Yeah, I wouldn't mess with them, to be honest with you. It sounds like they're happy, to be honest with you. All right, Francine, how are you doing today? She's got capital letters.
Does anyone use powdered sea kelp as a supplement for the girls? I'm going to offer it free choice. Any thoughts?
What is sea kelp? Okay, so that's the kelp, like the seaweed that grows in the ocean, I'm assuming.
All right.
As a supplement, interesting. What would that supplement be for? What's in sea kelp that makes it so it could be, good?
Iodine?
I don't.
Protein?
I don't know. I know I've used like similar stuff for fertilization, for fertilizer. Excuse me.
Can someone
My
bring
plants.
Ingrid something to drink?
No, I got it.
Sure?
I'm
Okay.
good. Nobody has to cater to me.
Yes, because we love to. Because we love our Ingrid. TikTok viewer said 9 foot. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Over there, they're watching on TikTok. I'm only streaming live on TikTok because I want you to discover this wonderful show called Video Chicken Live. All right. But you're not going to want to watch it there unless maybe this is kind of cool. I don't know. You don't get to see the whole studio.
I've Googled sea kelp.
And
What does it say?
go over to Video Chicken Live on YouTube and you can see the actual real show. I will accept if the answer is closest on TikTok. Is that wrong? Or is that encouraging people on TikTok? Could people answer twice? Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Now that's cheating.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
Okay, go to our YouTube channel, Carolina Coops, to answer, and you can get yourself a free shirt. Can I say that? People are like,
If you get the right answer.
because I've been hearing that there's like all these legalities you got to be careful of giving stuff away. There's always someone that wants to ruin it.
Pretend like you don't know.
Amber says, I regret my vinyl coop floors every time this topic comes up. Well, if you're not having a problem, don't ruin it. Or don't
worry about it.
Yeah, if it's not broken, don't fix it.
Right.
But does it? Oh, gosh. Doesn't mean it's wrong. I'm just saying I'm not a fan of it. I'm a big fan of prevention.
What did Non find out about the sea kelp?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Non.
So sea kelp may improve sensory receptors. It may also promote healthy nails and blood vessels, aid in digestion, and ease constipation. It may also reduce hair loss and help with diabetes and weight management.
Man, I need some sea kelp. You got some sea kelp?
Yeah, I think it's better for us than it is for the chickens.
Huh.
There's probably other things too that's good.
I need all that. Okay, so Kristen, you said earlier this is bad. Look, I got free range.
Oh, it's not bad. I was
hard-boiled
just reaching.
eggs ready to eat. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, there's a saying: the plumber has a leaky toilet. Yeah,
So Francine, I don't think it would hurt. Is I guess what my answer would be to that.
Yeah, and if anybody else has any thoughts too. Nah, did you leave salt in for me? Some sodium. I love salt on my eggs. Oh, well, huh. As the egg turns. Yeah, so I do want to start another show called The Egg Turns. Can we do that?
What, another show?
At after hours, have some drinks, and we just kind of talk about, it's a little bit more general in the world of talking with our friends.
Chicken chat?
Hold on. Someone also came up with an idea, and I think this is good. I forget who it is, and they might even be watching because I think it's sparked from here. I'm probably going to say it wrong, but work with me here. Can we start a new Facebook page for VCL?
Yeah, of course. And you got a new person coming in, so there you go.
Are you mad?
No.
Well, the only thing with that is nobody listens from Facebook.
No, but they can ask. It's just an interactive thing where they can ask questions after the show.
So VCL can be 24/7. You can just go there, keep talking to each other.
And they can write down topics they want us to discuss.
Absolutely. And I'm going to keep working on it. I want people to be able to call in. Here's the other thing I want to do. I want people to be able to ask a question in a video. I would love 10 seconds of them just doing a selfie video and ask their question.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe if it's a video real quick of their coop, like if they're having a problem with their coop. And then, of course, we'll filter them or...
It's just I can't download them from Facebook, but we can play them.
Yeah, I just think that'd be a lot of fun. I want to keep
it short.
Well, I don't know about short. Okay, yeah. Speaking of short, it's already 12:54.
Oh my gosh.
Friday the 13th.
Nothing bad has happened, right?
Well, yeah, the Bills won last night.
Oh.
Of course.
Is it football season?
Yeah. What do you mean? Does it matter
Where's
with regular?
the football pool?
It's online.
I didn't get invited this year, probably because I won. That made people mad.
I'm not real happy about it.
Ah.
Non won last week. You know
Man,
how
I really didn't get invited.
You know how Mackenzie took her football
Wow.
picks? She said she did them blind, and she'll probably win this week. Does it matter with regular
Wow.
chicken feet?
I feel a little insulted.
Does it matter with regular chicken feed or organic chicken feed? It's not too late. Would you like to join?
No, that was one reason why I won, because of consistency. I played every week.
Yeah, you pick the bird teams. Yeah, if you
Initially.
want to bet on football, pick the team that's the bird and you're going to win. It was so frustrating how well you did last year. Okay, listen. Does it matter with regular chicken feed or organic chicken feed? Does it either affect the eggs we eat? Well, everything a chicken eats affects the eggs, whether it's the quality of the shell, the quality of the nutrients on the inside, how healthy it's going to be.
I think the variety of food makes a bigger difference in the quality and nutrition of the eggs, more than whether the feed is organic. And at the price point that organic is right now, I wouldn't recommend it unless you just have, it's really, really important to you, or you have the funds for it. It fits your budget.
Yeah, I agree. I think especially if they're eating grass and bugs and all the stuff outside, foliage.
These are really good. These taste like free-range eggs. They don't look like it. The color's not quite there, but you want to try one?
No, thank you. I brought a quiche for lunch.
That sounds yummy.
Yeah, so I didn't think it's less important than the variety in the diet.
Yeah, variety is everything.
Yeah.
In our opinion.
Yeah, make sure they have some greens, extra protein, that sort of thing.
Thank you for that question, Robert. Caroline White asks, what is a good preventative to add to the coop run for mite prevention? Here we go. Need a second. Okay. What is it with mites all of a sudden? Seriously. When it comes to what to put in the run, soil or sand, the other big topic is mites.
Yeah, people are concerned about mites, but definitely just have a very nice dust bath for them, and you can put some diatomaceous earth in the dust bath, wherever they choose to do that.
And go ahead.
They're outside. Bugs are outside. And the key word I do like is a preventative. I shouldn't start eating it. So make it so that everything happens naturally. So what does a chicken do to prevent the mites that they are going to come in contact with? Pretty much no matter what you do.
Right. They take a dust bath.
They take a dust bath. Okay. Now, can you go around and spray the crap out of your coop? Absolutely, but I wouldn't recommend it.
No.
Whatever you're spraying, I promise you, you're going to kill the bugs, and they're going to eat the bugs. That's going to go in you. It just scares me as an exterminator. I hated the amount of pesticides that I know I was taking in. I saw in the food industry, food processing, the kitchens. I wish I could go back. I want to start a reality show and start a pest control business. It would blow your guys' mind if you saw what happens at nights in some of these restaurants.
Whoa.
Which reminds me, I had a dream the other night that I was being interviewed as an exterminator, and they were asking me, what's the dirtiest kitchens? Of course, you don't ever want to talk about it, but I always love to talk about the cleanest kitchens. I've talked about this on the show probably in the beginning. I said, in my experience, the cleanest corporate restaurant ever. And I wonder if people remember that.
I remember now.
Yeah, don't say it. I'll tell you what. Who can remember that? Whoever can answer that first, I'll also give you a shirt.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
There's too much.
IngridFrom.com.
No,
listen.
I have to go through this whole thing of comments while we're still.
I know. I love it. You're doing so great.
Can you text me how long the
in
letter
my
is so
opinion,
I can know?
okay. Yeah, you see
that would
it.
be helpful.
All right. The cleanest corporate restaurant ever.
Chain restaurant.
And I love to brag about it because you would never think of it. And I loved them because they're so clean. And how they set their kitchen up was brilliant so they can keep it clean.
So people do use sea kelp for protein. Good for their feathers. And Patty S says I mix sea kelp with the seeds and grains. Yeah, I think it totally can't hurt.
That's interesting. And I guess they just get it online. I wonder where to get that.
Okay, here we go. I'm building a coop for my broody hens to hatch eggs. Is there a best practice for height of the chicken door to the ground so the chicks don't fall too far?
Can you verify to continue? That was already an hour. Can you just swipe that puzzle piece into there? All right. Building a coop for my broody hens to hatch eggs. Oh, okay. Cool. Nice. That's what you want to do.
Why do you use these kind of...
Because that's the truth.
Nobody's going to guess. I don't even know what that means.
I knew you were going to say that. If it's done, don't worry about it. You're doing great. Drop it in there. Forget it. All right, TikTok's over. Okay. I love that they're building a coop for their broody hens to hatch the eggs. That's awesome. Is there a best practice for height? I know it's not going to be easy. For the chicken door from the ground so the little chicks don't fall too far. Here's what we've seen. We have actually seen a mama hen a couple times take her baby chicks from our hen house, which is on average 2 feet up off the ground, carry them. Well, and then you got 3 foot because, you got the deep litter ish. Yeah, I can see the calls coming in now. Carrying them in her wings.
Yeah.
It is so fun to watch. And she'll bring them down. But
I've seen them just follow her down the ladder. Yeah. I've seen them do a little tumble, and they seem to be okay.
Yeah.
But if you're doing something custom, I don't know, 6 inches.
Honestly, I wouldn't do that. What I would do is go from one extreme to the other. I would say build it so it's right down to the ground. Because think about it. What would they do in nature?
Yeah.
They wouldn't go up in the tree branches. Right.
But I would allow like 6 inches for deep litter or whatever.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Because I wouldn't want a 6-inch gap underneath, like how ours, hen houses are elevated. Okay. Oh, yeah.
If that's the floor.
Oh, and then this is a little 6-inch threshold to hop over.
Yeah.
Perfect. I like that.
Yeah.
Should we incorporate a production style coop just for broody hens for breeding and nesting?
That's the basement.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I would use a basement for that. And I have a duck coop that I'm going to be using as a brooder. So if I ever get it finished.
Here, talk about this while I try to find out.
And if anyone is available this weekend
to
help me.
I don't even know how to figure out what that is.
I will do it. I will help you. I know. It's...
What happened?
Oh, the camera died. Ingrid from .com, everyone. The camera died. I can get it back up and running.
Go ahead, get it back up
we have
and
the
running.
one on the ceiling.
It's not plugged in. Our camera shouldn't have died. It was probably the bad battery.
Sorry, folks. You got to look at me for a bit.
Yeah. Joan said, are we going to have a tour of Ingrid's garden?
It doesn't look so good right now.
What's the best time to do that?
I think it looks best in June, personally.
Okay. All right. So next June, we'll do that.
We'll be changing things. Patty S says, I've heard it both ways. Do you or do you not rake up the hemp in the chicken coop? Weekly or not ever?
The hemp in the chicken coop?
Yeah.
Oh, it's back on. I turn it about twice a month, honestly. I don't rake it up.
Yeah, I just turning it. I think that's what she means.
Remind me, please, to get a dummy battery for that camera. It wasn't dead. I don't know why. It might be overheating. It's all that Q&A today. It's that intense answer. Also, how much the... Oh, so you got the... Oh, I almost spilled it. These are really good. I don't know. Is this Costco? No one now. It's Costco or maybe Wegmans.
Can you give me this in feet?
Negative, Ghost Rider.
All right. Well, I can't figure out there's so many people that answered, and I don't know, like, if
we might have to go through it later.
Is closed.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Nobody else can see that.
I guess what I'm looking for is how many people know me, and like, what would that answer even be? Like when I asked about the water bar, remember? And they had the pump on the wrong side. So I'm looking for one word, and someone got it, and I was like, "Yep, that was vacuum. It's creating a vacuum. Yeah. It's just that simple." Okay, here. You know what?
And Ingrid, you can maybe Kenzie can look through the answers.
Yeah, it's just really difficult
that is time
because now
consuming.
you have like and I have to get the first person without going over, and I really don't know.
Isn't
how
it
much.
fun? All right, let's just.
I
tell you
don't
what,
even know
Here's
how
what we'll
much-
do,
how long
folks.
it is from what
I'm
you
gonna
sent me.
I'm gonna do everything I can to go through it towards the end of the show. So if you haven't answered, please answer, and or maybe after the show we'll have to go through it because it is. I'm looking for whoever comes closest, and I would love it if you answer in the way that you think my answer is. It's like working here.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know.
Matt, just build a ramp with bumper rails for the chicks. It can attach to one existing ladder.
Oh, yeah.
We have. For what?
Silkies.
Stupid silkies. That
Like
is
a
our,
wheelchair ramp.
Yes, that is our
with
silky
handrails.
ladder. So great idea. We have done that. I can see that too then being for people that are like, yeah, I'm going to let my hen go broody. I want them to raise baby chicks. Then let's upgrade to the silky ramp.
Yeah.
Yep. It's just flat with carpet. Exterior carpet and side rails.
Mm-hmm. And if you don't have something like that, I would just move the mother and chicks at night around the second day.
Okay.
The second night.
Ooh, Lisa Steele, our friend Lisa Steele at Fresh Eggs Daily, recommends sea kelp into chicken feed. It helps with heat stress. Kelp contains vitamins, antioxidants, and helps chickens' immune system resist to disease and infection. Seaweed is generally fed to poultry in low amounts at a rate of 1 to 5%. Interesting.
It might make the yolks look a little more rich as well. I noticed greens and hot pepper flakes do that as well.
I like Joan. I like that. Exterminator.
I had outside...
Let me enjoy it for a second. Okay, I'm good. Go ahead, read it.
I had outside sprayed to prevent bugs entering house, safe for animals, to dead hens. End of contract. Liars. Yikes.
Wow,
that's a lesson. Thanks for sharing that. I know that's difficult to share, but yeah, if someone told me it was safe for animals,
They always say that.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Pump the brakes. Bring that back up. Bring that back
I'm
up.
sorry.
I want to be very...
That is...
Here is me putting on my judge's
I'm
robe.
getting a little teary-eyed. That is devastating.
Okay, let's go through this real quick, folks, because here is where we got to be careful. I'm not surprised, for one, and here is why. I always want to start my own consulting business. I want to start... We should start a live show where you call in or ask your bug questions, because I'm going to tell you exactly what the extermination company doesn't want you to know. But here is what probably happens. Okay? And I'm going to use my analogy. I don't care anymore. An insecticide is only as safe as the person pulling the trigger. Boom. I said it.
Mic drop.
And not only that, I can tell you, when you read those insecticide labels, and us professionals use concentrates, you buy it in concentrates, you got to mix it. First thing they teach you in the world of exterminating is that label. It's called the law. Label is the law. And I, as the honest exterminator that I couldn't cheat, I'm like, no. If I start cheating, you won't believe what exterminators do to cheat. It's disgusting. I made sure I followed the letter of the law to the T when it came to mixing up. If you mix it up correctly, okay, and you apply correctly, it can be safe for animals and follow the instructions. However, here's my point. Let's be honest. The exterminator is one level up from the garbage guy, if you think about it in society. But could you imagine if you didn't have garbage men doing that job every day? Garbage people, don't shoot me. Imagine if you didn't have exterminators. What's the most dangerous animal on this planet? The mosquito, okay? So, unfortunately, Joan, what probably happened is they sprayed a product that was probably meant for spot treatment, 2x2. They spray and pray, and they mix it up very, very strong. Why? Because they don't get paid for the callback.
Also, I have to say that there are companies, I have a friend whose son works for one of these exterminating companies, and it is high pressure sales. And if they meet a certain sale threshold, they get to go on some amazing trip, like, some exotic location, amazing trip. So there's a lot of pressure to sell, and that person selling could have just wanted that sale. He didn't know if it was safe for animals, but...
Well, sort of. But I agree with what you're saying because I was that salesperson. I despised
Did you have
it.
special trips and awards and
They were
money
giving us
and-
Mercedes.
Whoa.
Oh, absolutely. I won a trip to Las Vegas. My first trip was to Las Vegas. My first trip to Las Vegas was because I won. It is awful. And I hated that. I hated it.
It's high pressure
They
sales.
teach you how to read their fear in order to sell them. Because think about it. A lot of people are scared of something that's small and moves fast.
Yeah.
That's what you're scared of, whether it's a mouse, a cockroach, whatever. And then you learn to go in there and be like, oh, they're going to spread diseases and they're going to do this. I hated it. And then on top of that, I'll never forget, this is the one that put me over the edge. Hope the EPA is not watching. They're going to have some questions. Bellows duster, an exterminator's #1 tool. And this allows you to be what I used to call sniper-like because you're forced to put it in cracks and crevices. You don't just go around shooting it everywhere, right? And it's also a waste of product, not going to be effective, and you're hitting non-target pests. Anyways, they would take a wettable powder, okay? That means you're going to take this concentrated dust that's meant to be mixed into water. Ah, dang it. Hold on. I'm going to change the battery. This is a good one, I promise. Bear with me, folks.
Yeah, Ingrid is hard at work over
I'm
there
sitting
trying to
here
find the winner.
All right, we have so
And what do we
many-
have? We have 3 winners?
We're gonna,
Three
yeah,
potential
well,
3
we have
winners
the
today.
T-shirt for the restaurant winner. I have that one.
Do you
I'm
want to say who it
working-
is?
No.
Not yet.
No, I'm not gonna do anything because Matt's gonna get all mad.
Right, there's a method.
There's a method.
Is she mocking me now?
I'm not mocking you now.
Yeah, you're out of your seat, so she's
Mockingbird.
That's a mock.
she's teasing you.
I'm just trying to figure out.
So if you're just joining, we had
Look
a
at that.
very long ladder, and we're trying to
Ooh,
guess
I got-
how long that ladder is without going over.
All right, now that
Long
one.
point.
How much does it weigh?
Long point to long point.
And what chain restaurant had the cleanest conditions when Matt was an exterminator?
Yep. Okay. But the reason why you would know that because you've been watching the show since day one. I brought it up years ago. I don't know why. All right. So, Bellows Duster, right? They would take a product called Demon WP. I'll never forget the first time I had to leave the label at a church. I'm like, I'm leaving a label because that's legally you had to leave the label, and I had to use Demon WP. Like, I'm gonna go to hell for this one. Anyways, they would take a dust that is meant to be mixed. It's so concentrated, mixed in water to be sprayed. And this one bag that they would put in a duster is meant to make up like 500 gallons.
What?
They would put it right inside the duster and go around and dust. They called it hot dusting.
Wow.
I cannot begin to tell you. I can go on and on. It's so bad. So here's the point, folks. It's just like anything else. It's the person behind the trigger, period. And even insecticides serve a purpose. So I hate that this happened to Joan. I'm not surprised. And what I want to tell people is educate them on what really happens because people probably do need an exterminator. Exterminator does serve a purpose. And it makes me so mad how many people cheat. And I never could. Thank God I had the mentor and the coach and the boss at the time. He wouldn't let me take a piece of candy off a customer's desk, even if it said, please take one.
Why?
Oh, because that's just how he was.
Oh.
Anyways, yeah, I don't know if you ever met Glenn. He's a good old guy. Anyways, all right, so they probably lied about how they were going to apply it. It probably was safe according to that label, or they didn't care. There are absolute insecticides that
Or
are
the
not.
person that sold it was not the person that came back to apply it.
That's how it works. That's
Yeah.
true. They're going to sell it, and then the bug guy comes in.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Joan, so sorry about that.
Yeah. I
Should we start? Would you guys like that? I think that would be an excellent live podcast. An unbiased exterminator telling you call in with your spider problem, your cockroach problem, and I will tell you.
You don't need another thing to do.
Yeah, and I
But
don't
I
think it's going to
love
be
it.
as exciting as Chicken Chat.
I disagree. Oh my gosh, I might try it. All right, love all the answers coming in. Is 113. Oh, we still got time for the show. We got a hot new battery in the camera. We are rolling.
All right.
I'm back, and you can unpause. Oh, so you're way back there.
Yeah, I'm trying to go through these because I got one and I have two.
All right, we're going to end the competition at 1:15 sharp. If you've not already answered,
Thanks.
throw it in your answer. How long is that ladder? Long point to long point. How much does it weigh?
None of this by going over.
Someone remembered the restaurant?
A lot of people remembered. The diehard fans remembered.
Thank you. That's badass. I love that.
I didn't even
love it.
remember.
And
And I'm sitting next to you.
Here's the thing, too. I love to brag about the good things. And are there restaurants that Oh, you won't believe how nasty they are. Question. Let's just do the questions.
No, these are old. Keep going. Keep vamping.
Oh.
Vamping?
Let me see if I can pull up the questions.
This is what they do. This is what they do on TV. Stretch. Keep going.
Stretch. Oh, okay. Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going. Well, what do you want to talk about? Did you like my analogy? It's not the insecticide. It's the person behind the trigger.
Yes.
Anybody? Thank you.
I don't really. Do you really buy that anything is safe for animals and children around your house? Like you're spraying
Absolutely.
inside?
Absolutely.
I don't.
Oh, at 100%. If it's used correctly. 100%. And you got to understand, in the world of pest control or pest elimination, it's all about the what's worse. Using something that is an insecticide safely to prevent a foodborne or food poisoning. Because what happens in restaurants, these cockroaches are walking across these food prep areas. They don't clean these food prep areas. They spread things like salmonella. That's how you get food poisoning. What do you think about mealworm business? No, I mean, it's so easy to raise mealworms. We should do that on a show. Show how easy it is to raise mealworms along with your black soldier fly larva. I have to be honest with you. I saw a dead deer alongside the road. I was going to call you and be like, I bet you would love to pick that up. That would feed some soldier fly larva. Does DE also kill fire ants? Great question. Yes. Yeah. Yes. It's a desiccant. The outside of an insect, which means they have two sets of 3 legs, 6 legs, okay? They have a waxy cuticle, and that's what holds their moisture in, their exoskeleton. And all it does, it cuts them up. It's like they're rolling in glass, if you will, and it dries them out. So if it's an insect, it will kill them. Even spiders, it'll kill them. But I'm just going to leave it at that. I can go on and on. Dust is meant to be used as a prevention, not a reaction. Cracks and crevices are everything. I have a TS coop inside of our run. Yeah, this is good. 14 by 40 with a 2 by 8 cage attached to the coop so that the chicks are protected from the older chickens while they get accustomed to them. Around 7 weeks, we open the door. Yeah, it's a great idea. That's just like our brooder basement.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
We never sprayed where the chickens are too risky, plus they'll eat all the bugs. But that's the point.
Yeah.
That's the problem, is those bugs will travel. Here's the other thing I'm going to tell you, folks, and I will go on record saying this. Get the helicopter ready. I need a button pad to push for the sound effects here. I remember when honeybee hives started to collapse, and I know there's a mite that has a lot to do with it, and there are people that actually study this. I get it. There is no coincidence when there was a product that came out that worked so well, the honeybees just started crashing, and it's fipronil, all right? And the inner ingredients that allowed this fipronil to work was like a disease that was like a virus. And when you're targeting a social insect, and social insects are your things like bees, ants, they communicate with their antennae and whatnot. They transfer the insecticide, and they know where their colony is. It works so well. It was designed for termites. Termites are a social insect. It works so well, we weren't getting our callbacks for ant work.
Oh, wow.
And I can't imagine how many honeybees picked this up, took it back to their hive, gone.
Here's a question.
Yes.
Hi,
David Carbone?
Yeah. Yes, quail.
Can you feed chickens spent grains? Now, hold on. Spent grains. Define spent grains for us.
That's the byproduct after you brew
Yeah. And
beer.
the answer is yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's not at all what I thought you were going to say.
So they're just wet. They're usually wet.
There's a brew place where you can get like brewery equipment if you want to do home brew in Raleigh, and they would have these packages for I think they were like for free of just spent grains. And when Sean was doing a lot of home like winemaking, I would just grab a bunch of bags of these spent grains for the chickens. So you absolutely, if a brewery around has that kind of stuff, definitely.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I used
love
to
that.
trade with local brewers. I would trade eggs
okay, I was gonna say.
trade eggs for grains, and sometimes I'd get a beer.
All right, so
Varomite?
we're
Okay, so it's past 1:15. All right, so you want to give the answer. How are we gonna know? So you'll know, because I don't want someone to guess. Like where was the cutoff? Like how do you keep the cutoff time?
yeah.
What's ban? Oh, that's a new option. We can ban people. Have we ever done that? Interesting. You're probably Ingrid.
So I got Some people wrote in feet and inches, so I don't really know how to convert what you gave me without a calculator.
Divide by 12.
But
All right. The answer is.
Mm-hmm.
Are we ready?
Wait.
Yeah, we got to get a drum roll. The answer is. Are we sure we're ready?
Yes, we're
Do
ready.
you want to do the weight first?
No.
Want to do long point to long point?
Yes.
How long that?
That was the
ladder is?
first question.
How long do you think it was? You probably see it. You're probably cheating. So you saw
no,
it.
I didn't see it.
I'm not sure who's right with this.
144 inches.
No. How many feet is 144 inches?
12.
Good. Nice. Nope. Not. Thank God. Not that long. This is long. It's over 8 foot. How many inches in 8 feet? 8 times.
72.
Nope. That's 6.
Oh yeah.
8 times 12.
It's 98.
No.
96.
96.
96.
I guess when you're a woodworker, that's the math we do all the time in our head. It is 98, 41, 64ths inches.
Yeah, that's unnecessary.
No, it's not.
It's
tell that to Evan.
well.
I hope Evan's watching right now.
in this instance,
Evan's the one that paid the ultimate price. So here's what happened. Folks, I promise you, we can do anything. God knows, once again, Evan pulled out a miracle. The customer decided to make a change to their, in this case, block work for their foundation for the coop that Ethan and Greg are doing right now. And I get it. I get that people are like, well, okay, so they measured their grade. It was off 24 inches.
Yeah,
That's
sounds
a lot.
familiar.
See, I told you. And so the customer, without telling us or asking us what to do, he had his contractor drop the block for the run 12 inches. So to step it down and then continue it out. So it wasn't, plus 24. Now it's only 12. But then they lifted the hen house 12 inches. He figured when we show up, we'll just slide that run down. Wrong. There is so much fabrication, engineering, woodwork that goes in where everything ties together. That's like saying you're going to put a puzzle together and you're just going to stretch the puzzle like this and the pieces are going to still go together. No. So Evan had to figure out a solution. He came up with an amazing solution. But now the hen house is up so tall, the run is so far down, we had to come up with a new ladder. 98, 41, 64ths inches long point to long point.
So I think
Is that too long? So I did a video earlier on Instagram asking.
That's 8 foot 2 inches.
it's a little bit.
That's 8 foot 2 inches, 41/64. What's half?
8 foot 2 inches.
Yep.
Okay, so that's pretty close. But did anyone come up with the 41/64s?
No,
No, seriously.
And nobody would.
What's half of 64?
A hair.
32.
32. Okay, so now if we said, did that chicken crap again?
It's in a box with some hay.
Oh, that makes it better.
Poop in a box.
So if someone said 32/64, that's half inch, but we don't, we again go back to math. You always take it down to the smallest denominator. Is that right?
Yeah, this
So
is
this
the
is a
closest
little
so far.
over half inch. So, okay. So Allison Krog, so far, I guess you're in the lead is what you're trying to say?
For the
Maybe
for
give
the
her a
length.
star for right now for the length. Poundage. Okay, I want to guess. I'm going to guess poundage. Oh, see, now that 42 pounds sounds good. I don't think it's quite 42. 39.5 pounds. Final answer.
Wait.
Survey says. Non gave you the answer, right?
Yes.
Non, how much of that ladder? Do you want to guess? No, you guess.
Was
I close?
I texted to you and Ingrid.
I'm gonna say 48 pounds.
I love our sound effects. And to be fair, I hung on to it. I'm over.
Yep.
What's the answer?
Oh, 30. No, that's you. I'm sorry. 33 pounds.
33 pounds. That's a heavy freaking ladder.
So the closest one to 33 pounds, because that was easy for me to
Is
look
me.
for. No, you went over.
Oh, right.
Is Casey Swenson at 32 pounds.
Wow,
So
nice.
right now we have Aslan and Casey.
Okay. So, again, we will
Ingrid
announce,
at
I guess,
CarolinaCoops.com.
Ingrid from.com. So, we're not saying they won, or are we saying they're the winners?
Yeah, those
Yes.
are the winners. And then I have
Congratulations,
the,
guys.
person
Who-
that won the T-shirt for the restaurant. Although
That
so
in
many
my-
people were right.
In my opinion, but yeah, the first one Chuck E. Cheese.
Yep.
Wow.
Would you
I
ever?
would've- Yeah, I don't. I'm disappointed in myself that I don't remember that.
Yes, and I would love for
There's a lot of
corporate
stuff
Chuck E.
to
Cheese to be like,
remember,
hey, Matt, thanks for the shout out. If they would do their own internal auditing, and actually our reports were part of their auditing. If they were 2 points under a perfect score, the general manager got fired immediately. What? They don't mess around. Number 2, if you worked in a commercial kitchen, you'll appreciate this. They can empty their entire kitchen with all their equipment within like 10 minutes. Everything's on wheels. Like, it was just amazing. It was so nice. And they did it. They would clean these restaurants, and their food practice was spot on. You wouldn't think Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, and Gina won the Chuck E. Cheese. So Gina, Aslan, and Casey.
How did
please-
you guys honestly remember this from back in the day?
I think you said it once and then you did it again, and that's when I remembered it the second time. Because I thought, that's a kid's restaurant, which I guess makes more sense.
And it was so dark. It seemed grimy. But,
Oh, when's the last time you've been in a Chuck E. Cheese?
Oh,
That's when we were kids, where someone got
I
stuck
think
in the
so.
cheese.
I think so, because I always told my kids it was named Chunky Cheese, and they just because I didn't want to go there, and they go, "Oh, I don't want to go there."
No, Chuck E. Cheese, they did a facelift. Gosh, when I started, that would be 2003 when I first picked up Chuck E. Cheese. Bright, clean. The suit where they keep the costume, the suit closet, that smelled a little funky because all the sweat was in the locker room. But anyways, understandable. All right, perfect. 126, Friday the 13th. Let's finish it up. If you have any questions, please ask them here. If you have not already said hi and told us where you're watching from, hit the heart button. Hit that heart button, everyone. Let me know what happens. And if you haven't already, hit the thumbs up. And before we go on, are we here next week? No. Yes. We have.
There's the little gerbil in his head going round and round.
Well, sorry. I am in therapy for this, I promise, folks. So next Friday, because now I'm like, okay, what's my schedule? We fly out Friday evening. We are headed somewhere for this is the biggest ever. The biggest thing thus far. Hopefully we can pull this off. Carolina Coops is going to be.
Of course you can.
Carolina Coops is going to be building something for someone. I cannot wait to pull this
Someone
off.
well known?
Yeah, I don't know how far I can go. Can I push it a little now?
I wouldn't.
Did you sign a confidentiality?
No, but this is.
No NDA.
Not yet.
Well, if you didn't sign it,
This is huge. This is huge. This is huge. This is huge.
I think the suspense is going to suit everyone just fine.
Yep.
I think when we pull it off and we do our final coop, and then do the walk around video, and I'm going to really hope that this person will do the walk around video with us, which I can completely understand why this person would not want to, but
right.
And then, I just can't wait. Oh God, I can't wait to share it with you guys.
It's going to be a real holy hell kind of moment.
It's going to be jaw dropping. That's all I'm going to say.
Coop, he's going somewhere to meet someone.
Yes.
That's it.
I fly out
something.
Yeah,
to do something.
And there's a coop involved?
And there's a coop involved.
There's a coop involved.
That is really groundbreaking.
Thank you. So we fly out Friday afternoon. So we will be here next week. Yes?
Okay.
What's the show next week?
I don't know.
Well, Ingrid's got someone that's a mite expert.
Yeah, I'll reach out to her. Yeah, she did a whole article about northern fowl mites and stuff like that.
Would love that. What in the world are you doing? Cats around chickens that give you anti-allergies through the eggs?
Yeah, I contacted the research team that did that original study.
What study was that? Tell people.
The study is if you have hens that are around cats, there's something that gets passed in the eggs that makes it so that if you're a human eating the eggs, those eggs, it could help with people having cat allergies. So there was this study that was done, and it's making the rounds on social media. So I contacted the head guy on the research study, and he said, well, I'd love to talk to you, but I can't because I work for Nestle, and
we do those big things.
We can't. We can't talk to you. And he said, somebody. I was pressing them, and he said the lead researcher quit Nestle. So I did reach out to him, and he did read my message, but he hasn't.
He might have an NDA too.
What's our philosophy around here? Go ahead, someone.
Another one bites dust.
No. We knock down doors. Nothing stops us.
So, but I'm still
go
working
get
on
it. That would be awesome. Okay, so
just to explain the study, because that's what social media has said, has made these leaps.
and you're kind of a
know.
cat person.
Yeah,
Oh,
most people, I don't know.
And that would make my eggs super valuable, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because I'm allergic to cats, but I found, as you can't tell because I always pick up your little
You
murder.
love murder.
I know. I love all animals, and I can't not pick up a cat when I see one. And I had a cat, but I think what made me not allergic to the specific cats was just living with them. It's like being exposed to those allergens all the time, and then I didn't react to the cat anymore. That's what helped me.
Jennifer Storm asks, what is your opinion of fermented feed for the chickens? You know, I don't have an opinion on this because I don't know enough of what's happening. However, I've done enough research that people love this.
Yeah, I don't have an opinion either. I haven't tried it.
So I've fermented grains for them.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the two schools of thought. Like when you ferment anything, it becomes like a probiotic, so it makes it more healthy. But chickens actually ferment because the food stays in their crop all day, so they're almost like fermenting their own feed anyway. So it's not bad, but I don't think you have to. And when it's pellet feed, it just gets all smushy and it's gross. But you can do it with grains. And you just let them ferment. I would do it in a mason jar for overnight or a couple days and just take it from there and just add that. So, go ahead. Do you want to read this?
Yeah, and I just read he's stormy. That's as tall as my living room. It is. Yeah, most ceilings are 96 inches. Yeah, it's so tall. But that's going vertical. This is going to go 45 degrees.
I can't wait to see that.
So it's a
coop.
12-12. So gosh, wait a minute.
That was an extra tall chicken coop too.
Oh, God, yeah. So we're going to be going out there soon doing this video. Actually, Ethan's going to be pulling in any minute. I told him to take the weekend off. We got Hurricane Francine coming in, so I said take the week off. Okay, Hidden Spring Stables. Hidden Spring Stables, a great picture of your horses. And I have a huge love for horses. I'm hoping to start our own stables here soon, just like I need another thing to do. Also, if you are not using hemp in your stables, please call us. I need more people to understand that using hemp for horses is actually, I know it's costly up front, but in the long run, it'll save you money. It's healthier for the horses. It makes it easier for you. But anyways, I have been gifted a bag of oats. For horses, whole oats are not as nutritious as crimped oats. What's a crimped oat? What's a whole oat? I don't, it got me there. Passes straight through. For chickens, would their crop break down the whole oats? Can they have them?
Yes.
Okay, what's a whole oat? The whole oat's probably the seed kernel, right?
Well,
I think so.
I'm not sure, but in the store, Quaker Oats is sold as quick oats or whole oats. I don't know.
And that's crimped. All right, we need viewers. Do we have an oatmeal?
Well, I don't think it matters. Chickens can have any type of oat.
Oh, you're sure?
Yeah, I'm sure, because chickens eat all sorts of things, even like mice. If
Yeah.
they can break down a mouse in their crop, I think they can handle an oat.
If you didn't already have shirts, that's a golden belt. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
That's a good
All right,
point.
here's
Snakes.
That's why I'm not worried about it.
Go ahead, Ingrid.
Most oats fed to horses are whole, meaning each kernel is encased in a full or fibrous sheath.
Ah.
Oats are frequently subjected to processing, typically rolling or like rolled oats.
Oh, yeah.
Or
rolled
crimping,
oats.
which cracks the hull and adds slightly to their digestibility.
Yeah. Okay. So I was kind of right. That makes sense.
Yeah, and the Quaker Oats are rolled oats, not whole.
Right.
Yeah, I remembered that incorrectly.
So yeah, I think chickens can have that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. No. If a chicken can eat a mouse, a chicken can eat anything.
Yeah.
That
Mouse,
should be
toads,
a T-shirt.
And a snake.
And a knoll. Mine got in a knoll. It's terrible. Okay, it's 1:30.
No, okay, we're just slowing down. If you have any more questions, hi Laura, let us know. Put it in. Oh, Joan's got another question. Yeah, keep the questions coming so we don't have to go anywhere. All right, is it feed or is it grain being fermented? That's a good point because that's what I've learned is you can ferment this, but that doesn't make a lot of sense.
No,
a compressed pellet.
Yeah.
You ferment
Yeah.
the seed, the kernel.
The grains, because they don't really
grain.
break down, and then they just have the probiotics kind of like, you'll see it get like bubbly and things. But you don't want it to get moldy, so you got to be careful.
Yeah,
Laura,
that's why it's important not to have
Laura has a question.
the pellets in there.
Now that experts are there, us? Or were the experts?
Yeah.
I got to be careful now because last time I thought it was me. Like, oh, the guest is back, and ended up being murder of the chicken. Talk prolapsed vent. How to avoid a fix. Did we talk about this last week?
I don't think so. Did we?
No, and I don't know.
Yeah, these are like too medical for me. I worry about answering.
Yeah, and I
what
wouldn't.
Okay, so let's start. What's a prolapsed vent?
I wouldn't know how to identify that. I don't know what
You
it is.
sure we didn't talk about this? I feel like we just talked about this.
We gotta get Dr. Crespo back on. And
Yeah, that's
sorry,
where
we can't
we
answer
need
that
the
one.
red phone. We just haven't hooked it up yet. We need Dr. Crespo, prolapsed vent. I don't know. So can you do some homework and get on that?
Yeah, I can.
Perfect. I'm just looking in the book, see if it's in here, and it's not. Okay, so keep your questions coming in. We'll get through them. Also, so next week we will be here, and then right after that, fly out somewhere. I can't mention where. And then after that, there's a good chance we're going to be back on Fox, which is going to be really cool a couple times. They might even be doing an interview of me. Yeah.
Wow.
And that's something.
Yeah, that'd be great.
They might let me just say whatever I want to say.
All right.
Can you imagine?
I'm having a coop unveiling October 19th. If anyone would like to come, let me know.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Coop unveil party.
A little fall party.
You gonna have it done by then?
Yeah.
You sure? What
I
if you
have
don't?
to.
When is it?
October 19th.
Okay.
And you can just Kristen at friendsofhens.com. Let me know if you're coming.
Mr. Fahey.
I'll give you the address.
Mr. Fahey has a question.
Yes, Kristen mentioned that she had 4 broodies at one time. She also said she doesn't break broodies. Does that mean she had to get at least 4 new chicks? Oh,
If it was
chicken
only-
math. I don't know if I can answer this question. I'm very, I keep all my numbers close to the vest. And, that's, I like your way of
we're
thinking.
gone again.
You're obviously very smart.
See, we should just go because
We should just go.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Okay.
Goonies never say die. All right, so we'll wrap
I'm
it
sorry,
up.
Kristen. Go ahead.
So I don't.
That's all I'm going to say on the matter, but you can make that assumption.
I wonder if it's overheating, or I have an idea. What might be going on.
That has an idea.
Well,
Laura said, I had to cull a hen. Well, my husband did. She had a prolapse vent for 1.5 weeks. I tried to fix it, but it became too painful. I
Aw.
understand. That's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not familiar with that. And I don't know if I would be able to tell.
I think you can. I think it's when it's like this stuff is on the outside. It's hanging out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never seen that. I've never.
Yeah, we don't want it to be uncomfortable.
I mean,
You're back.
we
Okay.
have what is it with us with having bad luck with cameras? We had a run there where it was no problems, but I was streaming in 4K, and maybe it doesn't look like it's that different. Did it just change? I had to change it internally. So I guess the 4K, we're just not cool enough for 4K.
Thank you, Ben. Ben says, Kristen never has any more than 5 chickens at any given time. Dale. Dale, it's nice to have a nemesis. I've never had one, but Dale's been very consistent.
I have a nemesis. We all have nemesis.
Dale
so
is my HOA
we will be back next week.
Right.
rep.
What are we going to do?
Well, we have some balls in the air. Let's see what shakes
we
out.
got balls around here, I'll tell you that.
And we will let you know on social media.
There we go.
Stay
Yeah,
tuned.
and next week we have a new social media guy starting.
Okay.
It's going to be
Maybe
interesting.
we will have him. We will unveil him.
I'm surprised people didn't want to hear more about the Devil's Daughter. Boy,
They
that was
did.
quite.
There was
Some people did. Some people said it's not cool to gossip.
Oh, this isn't gossip. Is that what define gossip?
Oh my gosh. It's just not good to talk about an ex-coworker. It's just not cool.
Okay, fine. I mean, I'm talking about an ex situation.
All right, but it was a coworker, so or an employee.
If you consider it that, whatever.
All right.
All right. Until next week.
I'll see you guys later.
Bye.